What's going on, everybody? Quick, I'm going to be referencing an estimate in this video, and the customer called me back and approved everything, no questions asked, and asked for more work done. So I'm going to be going over my pricing for this, showing you pictures and examples. One picture is actually on-site picture. The other two are just examples because I didn't need to take pictures of them because I kind of already know I've been doing this. I did this kind of work so much. So, but I'll be going over my gross profit, my pricing, and how I would tackle the job. So stay tuned. How are you doing, guys? All right, so I had a couple questions and I wanted to explain my estimating process. And for you, estimating, this is what I do, and kind of compare it to what you have. Maybe you have better ways of doing it than I do, and vice versa. So I wanted to share it. I have another video that I did a day or two ago, or was it? Yeah, I forget. The days are just kind of flying by here. But I wanted to elaborate and also probably just combine both videos into one. So this is going to be kind of two videos in one, and I'll just attach them. It'll be a little longer, but you guys will get the gist of how I estimate projects and on-sites versus non-on-sites, and charging and versus non-charging. So I'll go into it all here. The first thing, most of my people who contact me via phone. Not many people reach out to me via text, but the next would be through my website and via email. But most of it's by phone. They want to, most people still want to talk, especially if they're trying to find somebody to give a large amount of money. They want to talk to somebody. So having a phone, obviously a business phone, and then having a having a voicemail that's not just like leave a message. You have, say your business name, apologize for missing their call, and tell them to leave their contact information. And that's short and sweet is absolutely it. So when you're talking to a customer, they call you. If you miss their call them back as soon as you can, because they're obviously going through a list of people to call, whether you're a contractor or a handyman or whatever you are. Just call them back as soon as you can. I try, if if they're out of your area, I might leave it go voicemail, because I get a lot of robocalls, a lot of crappy calls. So, but if it's a number that I usually don't get, because I know what area codes those robocalls call me from, I'll pick it up. But most of the time, it's an actual customer and not a robocall. But the robocalls, it happens. It's for me anyway. You get whoever calling you. But try to pick up the phone, answer. Say your name, and then say what business you are. That way they know they're not just getting some random guy or random person they may have misdialed. So I'm hello, my name's Richard, was searching for a signal. How can I help you? So now they know exactly that they call the right the right number. And then just ask open-ended questions all the time. For you want to get as much information, because more than likely, I don't get every job, and so I want to make sure, like, this is my time. They're on my time now, so I want to make sure I want to get them off the phone as quick as possible, with as most information as possible. So ask them, how can I help you? Hey, yeah, I got your name off Google. I'm looking to get, we'll say, some electrical outlets moved and some TVs mounted, for the estimate I just got done writing yesterday. So great, outstanding. We absolutely can take care of that. Can I ask you a few questions first? And then they'll say yes. All right, first off, you ask them, how did they find you? So that way you can get like, I found most of them, like, I found you on Google, or Joe Schmo referred you to me. So if I know it's a referral, then I know first off that, okay, I've got a better shot of landing this job because it's a referral. So therefore I'm willing to take a little more time. I'll ask more questions, as opposed to somebody just finding me off Google, or if it's Yelp, or if it's Nextdoor app, whatever it is. So then I'll ask more questions. I'll more open-ended. Okay, tell me, you want 3 TVs mounted. So say, okay, so this one would be 3 TVs mounted. Okay, where are the TVs? Are they going to be in like a living room, bar location, basement, etc., etc.? They'll be, okay, one's in a living room, one, and then 2 are in my bedrooms. Okay, so are your bedrooms upstairs? Yes. And then living room? Yes. Okay, do you have a, for us in Michigan, we have a lot of basements. So do you have a basement? Yes. Is it open or closed basement? Is it finished? Yes, it's finished. Oh, the ceiling's drywalled in, so I know I don't have any access to underneath, like, say, certain TVs. So for running electrical, running low voltage, etc., etc. So I'm trying to get a visual, paint a picture in my mind. And then from there, it'll basically, you just ask them more open-ended questions. Okay, so, do you have it? What size? What size TVs? Because if it's a 100-inch TV, I know for a fact I'm gonna need help. So that's gonna obviously, and the helper is gonna add to the cost. And that's basically, you just want to get as much information as possible. You also want to get a great idea of their expectations. So if they're they expect the TVs to be on full motion tilt mounts from a ceiling is a lot different than just a tilt mount mounted to a wall. And then from there you'll be like, okay, now so you gotta check, you gotta ask yourself if you charge for estimates or if you do free estimates on site anyway. So then basically I'll ask, okay, no problem. Most of the time, if it's either close to my house or relatively, if it's a job that if I know I want, so if it's not even TV mounting, if it's like say exterior painting, or if it's a job that I want, then I can just kind of, okay, what size, if it's painting, what size room? Okay, it's a 15 by 20 room with a 10-foot ceiling with crown molding, 1 window and 2 entryways. Okay, no problem. So I can kind of basically guess a square footage off of that, and I'm writing down, once you're talking to them, make sure you are, you have a notepad, you're taking notes, like you writing down everything. From here, I'm assuming you're gonna want the job, so you ask them, okay, can I get your name? You already have their number, providing that you have caller ID, which almost everybody has now, your email address and your address. That way, they'll probably tell you what city they live in, so you'll know kind of, okay, if it's 15 minutes away, no problem. And then from there, like, okay, can I, we got a couple, I have basically go from here. Okay, you can send me pictures of the areas you want the TVs mounted, or the actual room. Just give me a couple quick pictures, send them to me. This is my business phone. It's also a cell phone, so you can send in and I can receive pictures. And then I can email you a written estimate, or we can we can actually come on site to your house, and we can provide an on-site estimate, measure everything completely, but we do charge a fee for that. And then you can just basically just give them the option, let them talk. You want to keep them talking. Everybody likes talking about their projects. I've never heard a person just say, oh yeah, I need something done. Like they're always like, oh yeah, I want to do this, I want to do that. What about this light fixture? What about this TV? What do you think about this? So everybody likes talking about their projects. So just keep them talking. You want to open-ended questions. Get as much information out of them. And you want to, but you're also using your own time right now. You're not actually being productive. You're just talking on the phone. So you don't want to spend all day on it. Let's see. As far as notes-wise, as far as talking to them, that's basically it. Most of the time, everybody's gonna shoot me a couple pictures. And then that's basically, you're basically asking them to. And one person said they don't mind paying for the estimate, but a lot of people are like, well, they don't want to, I'm not really comfortable, or you'll know if hanging out TVs, you can give them a straight, $199 per TV mounted. Do you want us to provide the mounts, or do you provide the mounts yourself? So again, they'll be like, oh, well, we found the mounts on Amazon, we'll just buy the mount. Okay, no problem, absolutely. But as far as customer supplied materials, just letting you know, if you approve our estimate and we get there and the materials that you purchased or provided are not the correct ones, then you have your choice of either buying them off our well, it's my truck, but technically it's a trailer, but you buy them from our inventory, or we do charge a $150 rescheduling fee for us coming back another day for you to collect the correct materials. So it's up to you. That's what, you're paying for your time, because I've gone to jobs where, TVs are just easy. So they have a TV and they bought a mount, and the TV's 75 inches, the mount only fits 60 inches. So so what I mean, and then your mount that you have on here is $45 that I carry for that, or $50, and then, but they see one on Amazon for $40. So basically, they want to save $15, but they're completely okay with you, coming back another day, wasting another hour of your time. So that's absolutely out the window. It actually says on my estimates, rescheduling fee. The customers are absolutely responsible for the materials that they provide us being correct. So just keep that in mind. And from there, it's great. Hey, great. It's, I always, and okay, thanks for giving me a call. I appreciate it. Again, my name's Richard, with Searching for a Signal, contracting handyman service, low voltage, whatever yours is. Just, whatever, I will, look for my email here shortly. And then I will also follow up with you once I email you, just to confirm that you got the email. So I'll either call or text them, whatever they prefer, just to confirm, because sometimes, you know, you just want to be like, okay, I sent it to you, you know, give them like 5 minutes, and then, hey, just, you know, just call her, you know, Debbie. Hey, Debbie, this is Richard. We're searching for Signal. Just letting you know I emailed you your estimate. If you have any questions, let me know. I appreciate it. I'll be available from 12 to 2 today for me to call, or this evening sometime. You know, just give them an option to actually, you know, give them time frames and let them, you know, give them some time to look over the estimate. So that's basically my phone way of doing everything. As far as on-site, so say if they want an on-site, I did go to an on-site estimate yesterday for free, because for one, I wanted to work, and two, it wasn't too far out of the way, but the area is pretty high end, so you know, it's definitely worth it for sure. And I had time, you know, it's not like I didn't have time, so I swung down there and walked through everything. I'll throw one picture up here. I did take pictures of the job, you know, the area, just for reference wise. But as far as on-site, so if you're going on-site, you always want to make sure, okay, you confirmed, okay, I'll be here at such and such, I'll be at your house at say 3 o'clock. Okay, 3 o'clock, no problem. So I say half an hour prior, or when you're on your way, you can either call them, like what you say, okay, I'll call you or I'll text you when I'm en route. No problem. Text them, hey, I'm en route, you know, 30 minutes away. Always respond to, great, yay, okay, thanks, you know. So let them know, because if they have kids, dogs, you put them away, all that kind of stuff. Or at least they'll be expecting you. So you never really want to, you know, arrive unannounced, even if it's a day or two out, because people forget stuff. So when you get there, make sure, I try, not always, I try to have a relatively clean shirt. Pants I really don't care about, because, you know, we're contracting, handyman, you know, stuff happens. I'm not really gonna change out my pants. Hair, at least either have a hat on, or, you know, you have your hair relatively, you don't want to, like, my hair is just crazy right now, so you don't want to, you know, first impressions are absolutely everything. When you answer the phone first, and when they see you first, you know, don't smell like crap. First impressions are absolutely everything, because first impressions for me, for subcontractors as well, are everything. If they, you know, they're I'm not gonna say they're rigs, because I don't try to, you know, hey, they got a beat up rig, doesn't, you know, that, okay, no problem, they put their money elsewhere. Hopefully, you know, like their conversation skills, their work is fantastic, etc., etc. But be on time, and make sure your first impression to them, you know, knock on the door, ring the doorbell, take your shoes off immediately. Don't even ask, you know, don't wait for them to say anything, just take your shoes off. If you have booties, you go ahead and, but I always take my shoes off. And let them tell you not to take your shoes off. And even then I say, you know, I don't know what I've been walking through all day, but if they absolutely say, hey, no, don't take your shoes off, because, you know, we have like 5 German Shepherd dogs, they eat crap every, you know, like, so, you know, some people have houses like that where literally it's, you know, walking in the streets actually cleaner than walking inside their house. So in that case, be like, okay, no problem. Hey, I'll keep my shoes on, and you'll know. But, and then let them, you know, introduce yourself. Hey, that's great. So, you know, I hear you have a few projects you need done, or you have a good project you're looking to get done, and let them talk. Absolutely, just, you know, walk through. You'll have obviously something to take a note on, which I have my phone. I have a note, you know, big note, which actually has. The reason why I have this phone is it has a little stylus, so I can take notes, and also it's obviously a smartphone is absolutely the best tool you have for a small business. Pretty much any business, but and then you have something to measure if you're doing measuring. So you have tape measure, laser measure, something like that on that kind of plane. And then you just go through, and then absolutely ask prior. Be like, it's okay if I take pictures for my reference, and I've never had a customer say no. So they'll be like, oh yeah, of course, take pictures. So you take a picture, so of each location that you need to paint, you know, whatever the work is, you're taking pictures for reference of electrical. You know, TV mounting locations, measure the height, and then, you know, you can keep going, walking through, let them let them ask, you know, let them answer all your questions, and just say, hey, you know, ask open-ended questions, let them talk, and just keep them talking, and don't overshare anything. Do not bash any prior contractors. A bathroom could be horrendous, the work could be crap, you know, miter joint could be, you know, crazy, like, you know, I've baseboards like overextended and just like wood putty. You have no idea who did the work. They could have been It could have been his wife, her husband doing the work. Don't say anything. Be like, hey, you know, I'm not here to bash anybody. I'm just here to, you know, tell you what I can do and show you what, just be professional, because that's what you are, a professional, right? So, digress. Getting back to it. Take notes. Yeah, absolutely take notes on everything. Anything that basically you're trying to pain in the ass factor, right? So you look at how the driveway is. Can I get my trailer to the location? Can I drop my back of my trailer right up to the house, etc., etc.? How big of a pain in the butt it is for me to set up my workspace somewhere absolutely factors into a job. Drive time. If all the work is up your third story of your house and you got to take 2 flights of stairs to get up there, etc., etc. Take notes on everything. Ask as many questions you can. Get a scope of their again, get a reasonably view of their expectations for the work. Okay, so once it's, ask them, once it's all done, how do you see it working out? Do you see like all your TVs working at one time? I've had customers ask me, I wanted all my TVs to be on the same channel, exact same time, and I can hear them from anywhere in the house. Well, what you're asking for is not what that's not you need zone audio for that, and there's other things you need for that. So just ask them, because their expectations might be different from what they're saying and what they're portraying. So keep that in mind. As far as my notes, get it all done. And if you're charging for an estimate, you're spending your time, the $150 for estimate is going to pay for 2.5 hours of my time, which includes drive time, by the way. So get all the get everything, and then it also pays for a detailed estimate, line by line. I list out everything, otherwise it's just gonna be a lump sum kind of thing. And then you explain their explain your expectations. Under promise, over deliver. Okay, if you think the job's going to take you 2 days, to say 3, maybe 3.5 with cleanup and setup. Under promise, over deliver. It's simple. Don't say, oh yeah, no problem, I can take care of that. This. Explain your process for your estimating. This is what we'll do. We'll send an estimate out, and then we have an expiration date, so it's 2 weeks. You have 2 weeks to look it over. After that, we would require an additional fee to come back out to re-estimate anything if they're building a house, or if they're doing something stupid. But just keep that in mind. I mean, just leave it as much closed off. You want as much information. Let them have as much information as possible. Document as much as you can, because you're covering your butt for anything. Because if you're demoing stuff, or all load-bearing walls, etc., etc. So explain your estimating process. And again, if there's this is where you tell them, okay, this is what we're going to do. And if you have any customer supplied materials, document it in your estimate and explain that they're responsible for it. And if it's wrong, then you're not back charging, but you'll charge an additional fee for any delays resulting in that. So if I'm going to be at the job for 3 days and the first day I notice something's wrong, I'm not delayed, because I'm still going to be there. So there's no additional fee. But if I'm there on the 3rd day, the mounts are incorrect, or they just got the TVs and now the mounts are incorrect because I couldn't check, then that's on the customer, and then they incur that fee. So just explain everything, and then explain your first payment or deposit, depending on where you are. And then it should be always all materials and a portion of your labor for your time to be on site, and then installments as you go, depending on the scope of work. Just some jobs no deposit because it's so small. Some jobs like 50 payments. So it's crazy. So that's it. And then let yourself out. Make sure you put your shoes back on. Clean. Don't walk across the customer's yard. Use the pathways given. And then again, as you're walking away, notice. Okay, so I've got this job. Make sure parking. I can use the garage, or ask the customer again where you can park your vehicle. Where's a good spot to work, and then take notes as far as setup and cleanup, what you need to do, if you need to block off the kitchen, etc. Explain to the customer what just as much communication as possible. So I think that's about it for this. I'm gonna roll. I'll edit some more, but I'm gonna roll what I a couple days ago or a day ago what I estimated this, and kind of had some more information about my estimating and pricing wise. It's been working out okay, but charging for every estimate, it's not what I thought it was gonna be. Let's just put it that way. So we'll roll into that, and talk to you guys later. How's everybody doing? So just got done with an estimate, and I didn't charge for it. And there's a couple of reasons why. For one, it's low voltage work, TV mounting, and remotely, or running a little bit of Romex to get the power behind the TV. So I really wanted the job, and yeah, I just didn't charge for it. So going forward, and again, I don't think I've actually had anybody pay for an estimate and not approve. Therefore, I roll some of it into it. So going forward, we'll see. It's hard charging for estimates. I'll definitely never, larger jobs. I'm not gonna spend hours, bidding writing an estimate and then just having to be one of 8 bids or whatever. So I have been using it as a deterrent for customers. So like, there was a job that some guy called me to redo a bathroom in Northville, which is about probably almost with traffic, probably almost an hour one way, maybe 50 minutes, give or take. And so I told him it's hour there, hour back. I told him a minimum of $200. I told him $199 to come out, bid the job, professional estimate. I give you all my paperwork, all that kind of stuff. And he's like, well, other people, do it for free. I'm like, hey, no problem. Free market, best of luck. But I explained to him, I was like, I can do it, but it's a minimum of 3 hours of investment on my end, and I don't feel like doing it for free. So I have been using the paying for estimates as a deterrent for tire kickers, customers like that. And then there's also been a couple jobs where I kind of already knew I got the job, so I built in my time going there, and I didn't being the referral, I'd say about 80% of my referrals are jobs that already closed. Like they're gonna hire me regardless. So invest a little more time, and I don't want to lose that referral chain. I know there's another handyman on I forget what his name, handyman, but he talks about referral chain, when people keep referring you this, you just don't want to mess that up. So, which is absolutely true. So there's obviously different customers that get more of my attention and time based off the quality that they've been great customers. We got equity in it, and I know they don't haggle on price, nothing like that. So it's been working out. It's been working out quite well. So basically, just straight solid one rate fee for an estimate hasn't been working out very well for me. But it has been a great deterrent. Absolutely a great deterrent for tire kickers. Jobs you don't want to do. And I will definitely, absolutely, if there's any larger jobs, which there will be down the road, I definitely work my time into the estimate and request an upfront fee for my time. And so far, it's been working out good. This winter's been probably, obviously, I've only been in business a couple of years, so this has been the slowest time. This is the slowest time for me. The last couple of years, the last 2 winters I've been doing it, where I had 2 jobs that were crazy busy through this time. So this has been my slowest, say, holiday season, give or take. Which I'm still busy. It just, I could have more revenue. I would like a little more revenue for sure, and we'll get there for sure. But this job, I guess, got done quoting it. She basically, was ready to say yes, and I explained to her. And I already kind of gave her pricing. There's some drywall works and painting and all that kind of stuff. So this is definitely gonna be in the 4 figures, low 4. Over 1,000, less than 2,000. But I will follow up with this and kind of show you, maybe kind of explain my pricing structure. I'll throw in a picture. I took one picture just for reference. I'll throw it in there. This is the main wall for the bedroom TV location, and obviously need to move power over. I'm not sure why power and the low voltage was in the corner next to the mirror like that, but we're gonna completely remove the power and low voltage outlet at the eye level, or chest level, and then move it over to where her TV, and then drywall patch it up, make it all nice and pretty for her. So yeah, that's basically where I'm at right now as far as estimating. It's been it's been great. I did get the what do you call it, the QuickBooks Online or QuickBooks mobile app kind of thing, really helping me out. It's great being able to access my estimates and customer information, and be able to send out an estimate or invoice, which reminds me, I gotta send out an invoice for the job yesterday, like right on my phone, and I don't have to carry my laptop with me everywhere. But it has helped out quite a bit, and I will be looking into the Market app. No, look, I'll be reaching out to a couple people I know that use it, and see how they like it. But it might be worth looking into for sure. I do like the fact that I can just capture a receipt, you know, photocopy, or and it automatically uploads the date, the pricing, and it kind of reads the store name mostly. You know, I'd say probably 80% of the time it can read the store name and already inputs all that, and I just have to fill in like maybe some, you know, small minor detail, and then boom, we're good to go. So with the desktop version, I got to manually enter everything, so it's helped out a lot for sure. I would, as a business, I don't know everything about it, but I would probably recommend it to you guys. It costs like $6 a month. So, but I'll look in the market app as well. I'm not even sure if I'm saying that right, because it's about the same price, give or take, and a couple people seem to really like it a lot. So not a sponsored video by any means. I pay for everything myself, but you know, if it helps you guys out, great. So just, you know, kind of bring it all back in here. Charging for estimates is not crazy working out for me. I mean, it's not like a source of revenue for me, for sure. It's not even remotely, but it's a great deterrent for those tire kicker customers, because if they're wanting something that a job that's going to cost, you know, high 4 to 5 figure job, and they're not willing to pay for $150 for a like detailed out estimate. I don't just give them a lump sum number. I kind of detail it out more than probably the next guy would. And if they don't want to do that, great, fantastic. But this job today, I did not charge. I went there, looked at everything, and you know, it's pretty much sold. I'll be probably reaching out to her today, collect my first payment or deposit, depending on what state you are. If it's legal term deposit, first payment, whatever. In Michigan, first payment it is. So, and then we'll roll with that. You know, 3 TVs mounted, one over a fireplace with sound bars on 2 of them, and 2 electrical outlets, not relocated but added, and 1 relocated with drywall work. So I mean, yeah, definitely between $1,000 and $2,000. I will have a helper with me doing basically the TV mounting part while I'm doing the electrical work and drywall work, and kind of showing him, so maybe, you know, eventually he can do it himself and I don't have to babysit him. So, not babysit him, he's confident, I'm just saying. That's about all I gotta say. Like and subscribe if I've earned your subscription. I appreciate it. This video should be going out one of the Saturday business talks. Again, estimating, if you charged for your estimates, how's it working out for you? I wouldn't say it's a success, but it's definitely not a complete failure, because again, it's weeding out the customers for sure. So I'll see you guys on the next video. I appreciate all the support. You guys can see I'll have another one. I already hit 2 million views on my channel, which is great. Appreciate it. It's been a great, hard fought 2 million views. Yeah, I appreciate it, and I'll keep the videos going, guys and girls. All right, so when you're estimating, so this is a great convenient way, job site, because pull my trailer right up, drop the ramp, boom, everything's right there. I have all this space here to work. You can see I can put my ladder in here, no problem. This is all obviously communicated before the job's taken on. That way we know exactly where we can keep materials, everything, and just pull right up, drop it down, straight in. And if I wanted to, I can throw my gate on my ramp on a little dolly right there, and then basically back it all the way up. So even then I can actually get it where I don't even have, if it's raining out, I can just go straight in and just walk right in and not even get wet. So kind of nice. So side note, remember, you don't say anything about the contractor before you just say, yes sir, ma'am, I can fix it and do better. All right, this is the actual job, master bedroom location. The X is where the TV's going and where I need to put power to it. So basically from the bottom plug down there to the lower left and going to the X, that's how it's going. And the circle with the line through it is basically going to be no more. Taking that out, patching it up, and skim coating, basically making it like it was never there in the first place. That mirror's got to come down, and then painting to cover, painting to match, a couple coats, customer supplying the paint. That's just the master bedroom location. I think I have about $350 to $400 into this right here, give or take. I can't remember exactly, but I'll tell you guys the entire amount right here. Here down the road. This one location is not the exact this is a kind of a reference. The stone goes all the way to the ceiling, and I got to mount a TV. The mounting points are already there because there was a TV there in the prior, and electrical was already ran. So literally all I have to do is put a full motion mount, attach the TV, attach the soundbar to the TV mount, and that is it for this location. There's not much else really to I think it's about $250 I think I charged for this location. Maybe $250 I think, with $300 with the soundbar mount itself. Okay, this is not the exact, this is actually my TV in my basement, but this is another location for their workout room. The bottom square is where the electrical is currently, and I'm basically running it up to the center of the TV, mounting a TV there. No soundbar, but I do have to obviously drywall patch and run that Romex to that location, and that is it. That is all. Oh, of course, prime and paint everything too to make it, look brand new. So entire job cost is $1352.98. My fee. Gross profit is 83% after paying my helper and all materials. Customer supplying the paint. So yeah, that's gonna be a great job. Taking care of it pretty soon here. Give me 2 half days. We'll have it taken care of. Not a problem. I'm just leave the drywall mud to dry overnight just to make sure it's good to go and clean up. Thanks guys. Like and subscribe. Appreciate it.